Alright. Again, no telepono, por favor. Put it inside your... No, you got this for Monday, Lunes.
Yeah.
Probably you lost it. Okay, here. Alright. Are we all ready? First of all, magandang umaga. Buenos dias. Good morning. There you go. I really can't. I'm trying, come on, you know that. But I really can't. Alright. So, do you remember how to do that yesterday? That was from yesterday. Yes, you said yes, Fatima? Okay. So, I recommend copy the graph. Come on. Put it in your pink paper in your warm-up. No, today is miércoles. Miércoles, no lunes. Mañana, viernes. Is it? No. Jueves. Alright. Next, let's see. What would be... Okay. What is the axis of symmetry in this graph? Axis of symmetry is the line that divides the parabola. Carter, I see that you're raising your hand. You said negative 3. Listen. So I have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So that's the line. That's the axis of symmetry. Right? That's the axis of symmetry. So that would be 3. Or negative 3, right? Do you remember that from yesterday? Okay. Next. Vertex. How would I do vertex? So what's this? What's this? Vertex. The top one. Negative 3. I hear that. Negative 3 what? Negative 3? 0. Is that 0? No. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? Negative 3 what? 4. You said 4? Okay, good job. That's 4. Mr. Romero? Is this where are your... Carter, this is for you or anyone who are confused what they do. Today is 8. Yeah, by the way, I'll just check that. Okay. Next, what's the y-intercept? Come on. What is y-intercept, by the way? How would you know that that's a y-intercept in a graph?
It's where it's the y-axis.
So it's the, again, say it one more time, Carter.
Where it touches the y-axis.
Okay. So that's the one that touches the y-axis. So in this case, at what point does the graph touches the y-axis? 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? Negative 5. So how will I write that as a point? How will I write that as a coordinate point? Okay, very good. That is 0, negative 5. Alright, next. Yeah, 0, negatibo 0. Next, zeros. Again, you said negative what? Negative 1, 0. Let's see. Okay. So we have, let me use another color because it kind of helped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that, what are the zeros? Okay, very good. You said negative 5. And what? Okay, very good. Negative 1. Negative negative 1. Okay. How will I write that as a coordinate point? Carlos. Write in Samaya. I heard that. Yeah. Okay.
Negative 5, 0.
There you go. Negative 5, 0. The other one will be negative 1. Alright. Next. Is it a max or a min?
Max.
Max. Why max?
Starting out.
Okay, because the vertex is in highest point. Okay, max. Do you know what's the maximum point?
4.
Okay. The maximum point is the height where you can find it in y-axis. So that is 4. Next. Oh, equation, never mind. This is what we're doing today. We're not gonna answer the equation yet, okay? Preguntas?
Good Spanish is better than
I don't know.
feeling.
If you don't have any question, I'll proceed. And Mr. Romero will stay there.
¿Preguntas? Yo tendría preguntas. ¿Preguntas? ¿Quieres todo en español rápidamente?
Marisol,
Sí.
are you okay?
Ok. Debido a que no estuviste ayer, tú dirías, tengo preguntas, ¿ok? Rápidamente voy a explicar todo, ¿ok? Tenemos eje de X, eje de Y. Ya sabemos de dónde sale, ¿verdad? Ok, perfecto. Entonces, teniendo esta gráfica, yo ya sé que tengo que contar hacia arriba números negativos, hacia arriba números positivos, hacia abajo negativos. Hacia la izquierda del 0, números negativos, hacia la derecha, números positivos. Entonces voy a ubicar lo siguiente. ¿Qué es Axis of Symmetry? ¿Quién me dice eso en español? Axis of Symmetry, ¿nunca lo vimos en español? Eje de simetría. Eje de simetría, ¿se acuerdan? Pueden decir sí, pueden decir no, you can say yes, yes. Ok, listo. Entonces, quiere decir en qué punto es que la gráfica es igual al lado izquierdo del lado derecho. Generalmente es el punto más alto. La gráfica es igual allí que aquí. Entonces, este va a ser nuestro eje de simetría porque es el punto más alto de la gráfica. ¿De acuerdo? Si este es mi eje de simetría, sobre el eje de X, ¿en dónde está ese eje de simetría? Aquí, ¿cierto? ¿Qué número tiene? Menos 1, menos 2, menos 3. El eje de simetría es menos 3. ¿Está claro? Pueden decir sí, pueden decir no. Ahora, ¿qué quiere decir eso? Que si yo coloco esta línea aquí, la gráfica es igual de este lado que de este lado. ¿Sí lo ven así? ¿Cuál es el punto? Menos 3. Eje de simetría, menos 3. El vértice. ¿Qué es el vértice? Vertex. Es el punto más alto de la gráfica, ¿verdad? ¿Cuál es el punto más alto de la gráfica? Es este de aquí. ¿Qué coordenadas tiene? No escucho, alguien lo está diciendo. Y está correcto. No, está correcto. Negativo 3,4. Correcto. ¿Listos? ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿No hay preguntas? ¿No? Eso quiere decir que yo puedo preguntar. Entonces, mi pregunta es para ¿por qué el eje, por qué la coordenada se escribe de esa forma? Dime. ¿Por qué esta coordenada se escribe de esta forma? ¿Por qué menos 3,4 y no 4, menos 3?
Es que no sé explicarla, es el medio de la línea medio y así. Es que no sé cómo explicarla.
Ok, correcto. Porque tú proyectas el punto está aquí, entonces lo buscas, ¿de acuerdo? Y aquí también lo buscas, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces, este punto está sobre la línea de 3 y está sobre la línea de 4, ¿cierto? Ok, listo. Ahora, ¿por qué menos 3,4 y no 4, menos 3? Y mi pregunta es para...
¿Por qué menos 3?
Correcto. No, ¿por qué menos 3,4 y no 4, menos 3?
Porque es menor el menos 3.
No. Dime.
Porque en el cosa es X, Y.
Correcto, porque la forma de colocar esto siempre es X, Y. Siempre primero el valor de X. ¿Cuánto vale X? Esto es X. es y. El valor de x es menos 3. El valor de y es 4. Es por eso. ¿Listos? ¿Listos? Pueden decir sí, pueden decir no. Ok, correcto, gracias. El y-intercept. ¿Cuál es el y-intercept? Es correcto. 0, menos 5, ¿cierto? ¿De dónde sale? Where does it come from?
0.
Ok, sí, la x siempre va a ser 0. Correcto, la x siempre va a ser 0. ¿Cuál es el punto donde se intercepta? Donde se intercepta la... En el menos 5, ¿verdad? De un segundo. En el menos 5. ¿Sabemos cuál es el... cómo se encuentra?
Está arriba, ¿no?
Ok, es donde la parábola, esto es una parábola, donde la línea toca este eje. ¿En dónde la tocó? Aquí la toca. ¿Sí se dieron cuenta? Ok, si fuera al revés, entonces yo miro en dónde la parábola va a tocar este eje. ¿En dónde la tocó? En negativo 5. Negativo 5 sobre el eje de y sobre x va a ser 0. ¿Listo? Siempre para el y-intercept arrancamos con 0. ¿Estamos? Ok. No digan sí cuando la respuesta es no. Don't say yes when the answer is no. Don't say no when the answer is yes. Ok. ¿Listo? Solución. Raíz. 0. ¿Qué significa todo eso? Es el mismo nombre. Son varios nombres para lo mismo. Quiere decir, dime, ¿cuáles son estos? Si me dicen busque la raíz, busque la solución. Dime. ¿Quién me está hablando? Sí, solución. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Cómo lo encuentro yo? Si yo digo encuentro la solución, la raíz y los ceros, es lo mismo, son diferentes nombres, es igual. ¿Ok? ¿Qué busco? Levanten la mano, alguien me está hablando, pero no sé quién porque el tapabocas no me deja identificar. Dime. Dilo, ¿no? Si te equivocas no hay problema. ¿No lo sabes?
El punto de lo que intercepta.
Dime otra vez, Carlos.
De los puntos.
Correcto.
Veo Fátima.
¿Fátima?
La solución, gracias Fátima, está muy bien. Solución, raíz, 0, son los puntos donde mi parábola toca el eje de x. ¿Cuáles son los dos puntos? Está este, es menos 5, y está este, es menos 1. Siempre van a ser dos puntos, ¿verdad? Menos 5 y menos 1. Ahí están las soluciones, raíz, 0. Ustedes pueden tener 1, 2 o 3 palabras y va a ser igual. ¿Listos? Por eso es si esto es máximo o si es mínimo. Cuando tengo una cara triste, ¿okay? Una sonrisa ahí triste, ¿de acuerdo? Estoy hablando de que es máximo. ¿Por qué? Porque el punto va hacia arriba, el punto máximo está arriba.
¿Y está feliz?
Y si está feliz, si está así, entonces estoy hablando de mínimos. Este como está máximo,
Top of the mountain.
correcto, ¿de acuerdo? Y si está feliz, entonces ya va a ser un mínimo. ¿Listos? Dense cuenta que es sencillo solamente si presto atención. ¿Listos? Ok. Ahora de ecuación no nos estamos preocupando.
No.
¿Preguntas?
Are we good so far?
¿Quieren tomar fotografía?
Go ahead. Photo.
Si quieren tomar fotografía, está bien. Igual estamos haciendo el video aquí. Tomen una buena fotografía. ¿Ok? Dime. Good morning. Okay, any questions? ¿Alguna pregunta? Muy bien.
Y entonces ella dice,
Excellent. Por favor, siempre hacen preguntas. Igual desde aquí se les ve la cara de pregunta, ¿ok?
Okay, thumbs up if you have no question. Thumbs up if you have no question.
Estamos bien y no hay preguntas.
Thumbs up if you have no question.
Muchachos,
Thumbs up.
miramos aquí.
Okay,
Así es,
good.
si está bien
Cynthia.
y no hay preguntas.
All right. Okay, I want you to bring out your computer. Come on. Bring out your computer and I want you to set up in a way. Desmos, while you're doing that, let me remind everyone. First, the first video. Can you still hear me? Okay. The first video lesson in Spanish is uploaded in your Canvas already. So you might want to look at it, especially if you don't, remember what we had yesterday. So again, it is uploaded. I can show you. Hold on.
Para los estudiantes o para cuando no venimos, no hay ningún problema. Se pierde la clase, ok, la clase está grabada en video, no salen ustedes, solamente nosotros, ok, y está en Canvas, la maestra le está enseñando en dónde está. Busquen la fecha, ok.
Okay, look at this. This is day 3B, right? So I uploaded a video yesterday, which is, look at this. Day 2B, which is our lesson yesterday. Look. It says right, and why is it not working? Or where is it? Oh, this is honor.
This
This is not ours. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. NC Matthew. Module. Hey, Mira, look at here.
Entramos por MyNCF Cloud, de ahí vamos a Canvas, buscamos la clase y ahí está, en el día.
Day 2B. If you're gonna go here, go back here. Day 2B. Oh, look at here. This is the video.
Okay, ese es el video.
The video which is in Spanish, okay?
I have a question here from Cynthia, because we're helping Cynthia from the other teacher's class in there.
I shared it to Mr. Akundahan sila.
Okay, both of them?
Yeah, and
Okay.
Mr. Brown as well.
Okay, that's it. Too nice.
Huh?
Yeah.
The video is what we had yesterday. We recorded, yeah. In Spanish, in English, not in your language, but you can understand English, right? Okay. I'm just concerned about that. Alright, are we all in decimals? Now, I want you to do this and type this in. Are we all ready? Okay, go to decimals. Come on. I want you to type in all these three equations. Type this in without the y value. Come on. Type that in. Type the three equations. Three equations. No. Decimals. Yeah, decimals. Okay, type the first one. There you go. Second one. No, decimals. Oh, the problem. Okay, go.
¿Cuántas clases de matemáticas?
Okay. So just so fast. I'm sorry. Yeah.
¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Todos lo tienen? Sí. Todo tal cual está ahí.
Bueno, sí, para abajo. Sí. Three equation. Copia three equation. That's all. Yeah, copia. Yes, sí.
Ok, perfecto.
Copia 3x2 más 12x más 9. ¿Sí?
Muchachos, no olviden colocar la Y, por favor. No olviden colocar la Y para poder tener la ecuación allí. Ah, Miss Capaccia, no Y? No Y?
No Y, no Y. That's why I
Ok,
just...
sin la Y, perdóname mi error. Sin la Y. No, solamente la parte de adelante.
No Y, no Y. 3x, 2 más 12x más 9. Copia.
Are they going to do one at a time or the three of them
Yeah,
together?
3 of them.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Ok, colocamos los tres al tiempo, por favor. Aquí separados. O sea, uno debajo del otro.
No Y, no Y. No Y. Okay, are we all ready? Here's your computer. All right, are we all good?
Okay, it's okay.
Carter, you got it? Okay. Let me do mine. Mr. Romero is going around and checking what you...
¿Alguna pregunta?
Ah,
lo va a hacer.
okay. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Now I can't see. Hold on. Okay, here. I'll get my decimals. Hold on. 3x squared más 12x más 9. X más 1. Okay. Are we good? You said yes? Okay, thumbs up if you are all good.
Okay. Listo.
Okay.
No digan sí.
Now,
respuesta
this
no.
is what I have. Do you have the same thing? Wait. Do you have the same thing? How many graphs do you see in your decimals?
¿Cuántas gráficas ven? ¿Qué? ¿Cuántas
One,
gráficas?
but we have 3 equations. How many graphs do you see? Uno, okay, do this. Listen, look at, mira.
Aquí.
Look at here. Okay, remove this. Follow. Again, remove this, and then remove that.
Vamos a removerlo haciendo clic ahí en esa parte, ¿ok?
Do it.
This will be the same because all of it is equal.
Awesome, Kamal. That's the thing that I want to hear. Okay. So how many graphs do you see?
3.
You see 3?
Yeah, they're all the same plot.
Oh, okay. They have the same graph. Okay, when I make this color or this graph, this equation visible, did it change? Did it added more graph? No? Same thing. Okay. I'm gonna highlight the third graph. I'm gonna highlight, Mr. Romero, there's someone.
Which one? I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to highlight it over there. I was like, how can I do
Ah,
that? I will try.
All right.
Whatever you
So,
do, Ms. Capania.
how many graphs do we see again? How many? 3 or 1? Okay, 1. 3 or 1?
But there's 3. Oh.
Okay, there's 3, but what's the what is it, Carter? Tell me.
What is what?
So, you said 3, right?
Yeah, this is 1.
Okay, so there are good. But they belong to 1. Okay. So, did you hear him? He said
No.
there are 3 graphs, but it belongs in one what? Location or one position only. Did you get the same thing? Everyone?
Ok, tenemos cuántas ecuaciones aquí,
3.
pero ¿cuántas gráficas vemos?
1.
¿Por qué? Correcto. Kamal y Carter dicen las 3 ecuaciones son formas distintas de expresar la misma parábola, ¿ok? O sea que las tres ecuaciones son exactamente la misma, por eso solamente hay una. Sí, pero esto es un caso excepcional, ¿ok? Carlos' question is like, so that means that whenever we just type different things over there, it's going to be the same thing always.
No. No. Okay, so listen. That's a good question, Carlos. So, it only means that these three equations are what? Because you see one graph only. That they are equal, they are the same.
En este caso solamente funciona porque las tres gráficas son las mismas. Si tú miras la número 1 y te das cuenta la número 2 está distribuida. Es la misma distribución, o sea que las tres gráficas están expresadas de forma diferente, pero significan lo mismo, por eso solamente es una gráfica. Ahora, si tú colocas diferentes ecuaciones allí, vas a tener diferentes gráficas.
Yeah.
La ecuación está representada de forma individual. Aquí porque todas son iguales. Okay.
Carlos? Good? Okay. Alright.
Dame un momento. Ok, dame un segundo, por favor. Número 1, número 2.
No, después que solo fue que cambiaron los números de cada ejercicio.
No, lo que pasa es que si tú te das cuenta, 3x a la 2 es igual a esto, ¿sí? 3 por x, 3x. Ahora, 3 por 3, o sea, 3 a la 2, aquí está multiplicado 3 por 3, ya 3x a la 2. Está desarrollada, ¿sí me van a entender? Es exactamente lo mismo en diferentes formas,
Is
escrito
that
en
Marlon?
diferentes formas.
Marlon who asked?
Yes.
Good job, Marlon.
Perfecto. Tu pregunta. Lo mismo. Ok, fíjate
Okay.
esa ecuación.
Everyone, copia.
Escriban por favor esa información.
Está un poco la anterior, como la vez pasada, sí, recuerda que solo me daban un número de ya, sí, ya quedaba igual.
Sí, exactamente.
Okay, what happened when you copy this? When you type in. Okay. Is there any other graph that shows up? How many graphs do you have now? Okay, dos. Meaning to say, so who wants to describe what happened to our equation here? What can you say about why we have another graph now? Anyone? Geraldine, you want? Come on.
Because you have one is not equal.
Okay, did you hear him?
No.
He said because the fourth one is not equal to the third one, they are equal.
Okay.
Make sense? Make sense? Everyone?
¿Qué se hizo diferente aquí? ¿Qué notaron ustedes?
Hay otra gráfica.
¿Eh?
Hay otra gráfica.
Que se agregó una gráfica, una ecuación diferente, ¿verdad? ¿Y qué pasó con la ecuación diferente? Generó otra. ¿Por qué?
Porque no son iguales que la
Porque esta cuarta ecuación que se coloca allí, esta cuarta información que se coloca allí es diferente a lo que teníamos anteriormente. Entonces, como es diferente, genera otra gráfica.
Okay?
¿Listos?
Now, the reason why I ask you to put all these equations, these three equations, is because this is what we will be doing today. Okay, we will be working on this part. Okay, that would be called as vertex form. Writing an equation, writing a standard form to a vertex form and vice versa. Alright? Now, I want you to close all your Chromebooks. Come on, we're done with decimals. Later again.
Computadores, lo que la Marcia acaba de decir es que lo que vamos a hacer hoy es, ya se demostró lo que vamos a hacer hoy. Vamos a mirar la forma diferente de escribir las mismas gráficas, la misma información. Entonces ya cerramos el desmundo, ahora comprobamos, ahora vamos a hacer el trabajo.
Okay. Alright. Do you all have that paper?
Ok, estamos entonces en este papel. Ustedes lo recibieron esta mañana. Todos sacamos ese patrón.
Alright. So, today, we will be learning about how to write the standard form and change it into vertex form, okay? So, just bear on me. I'll just give you one method in order for you to focus and use that for the rest of, the topic. But, since you have a heads up of how to do the second method, I might be doing that as a warm-up tomorrow, but not as a lesson today. Alright, ready? Okay. So, how many of you are aware with the standard form? Raise your hand. Standard form. Do you remember the standard form with eyes closed? Meaning, if I'm gonna ask you with your eyes closed, do you still remember it? Okay, very good. I like that response. Alright, now, in standard form, you can easily see the y-intercept there. Meaning to say, your C value can be known as your y. So you can always say that there's always a value of what? There's always a value of y. Okay, once you graph it. Okay? Next, for the factor form, I might be skipping that and go to the vertex form. So for the vertex form, see what is this? Now, Mrs. Kapasha told you that a vertex form is what point? It can be represented by what letter? Anyone? Again, a vertex can be represented by what letters? X and Y. Okay, very good. Right? I told you that. And we've been using this, right? Whenever we are trying to look at this one, we're finding the X and the Y axis. Is it? Okay, you said yes. So you understand. We're good? Okay. Now, in a vertex form, we're changing or we are getting all of this information in this form. So what is that? Now, I know there is an X here and there's a Y, and that might be confusing to everyone, but this H right here will serve as your X, and your K right here will serve as your Y. And that will still be a vertex. A vertex form, okay? Now, again, so I can say that vertex is also equal to H and K. Does it make sense to you? Again, I'm just replacing a variable on it. Are you writing down?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is it going to be like whatever letter you have written in the formula, you could use it? Or is it going to be always H or K?
H and K.
H or K?
I will use H and K all throughout.
Okay.
Yes.
What about the final exam? Is it going to be H or K? Or
I believe that would be the form.
Okay. Alright. La pregunta es para esta parte, rápidamente, igual le voy a explicar todo después. Aquí se va a manejar siempre, la H va a ser X, la K va a ser Y. ¿Okay? Pero explico más adelante todo el conjunto de las ecuaciones.
We're good? Okay. Example. I'm gonna write X and Y here. And I want to have like 2, 3. What's the first vertex? Will you tell me? What's the first coordinate of the vertex? Okay, 2, okay, 2, 3. If I will label this as H and K, what's the second vertex if I have -1 and 3? What's the vertex here? -1 and 3. Again, H and K is the same with what? X and Y. Are we okay with that? Huh? Okay, let's proceed. Next. So, interpreting a vertex form. Again, the vertex form is A times X minus H squared plus K. So, if you're gonna take a look, what the vertex of the parabola is, which one among these letters is the vertex? Or which one among those letters represents the vertex? London. H and K. Okay. So that would be H and K. Again, H and K. Very good. That's the answer? Yes, that's the answer for this question. Oh. Here. that. Alright? Come on. Next. You're back on your seat. That's why you're like that again.
Yeah.
Okay. The equation of the axis of symmetry. Okay. Let's again remember our lesson yesterday. Okay. Or last Monday. How would I represent the x-axis? What did I tell you? What letter represents the x-axis? Huh? X? X and Y. Carter, you have something to say? No. Okay. Again, I'll repeat the question. How do I represent the axis of symmetry? Is it X and Y? I'll give you an example. I know this will happen. Alright? Ooh, I hope I did well. Okay, here.
Mira, esa es una medio feliz. Esto es máxima y esta es mínimo.
What is that?
Mínimo. No, creo que aprendí de eso algo.
Okay, mira. So this line is your axis of symmetry, right? Right, Cynthia? Okay, if that's your axis of symmetry, where I am getting the axis of symmetry? Is it from X or is it from Y? From Y. Who said that? Cynthia? Okay, from Y. So, okay. Alright. So, what's the vertex in this parabola? Tell me. Carter?
0, negative. I. 0, negative.
Okay, that's the vertex. Do you agree that this is 0, negative 3? Do you agree?
¿Están de acuerdo? Sí.
Okay, now, which one is the axis of symmetry there? Okay, London said 0. This is your axis of symmetry. Carter, are you changing your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany?
Pregunta.
¿Cuál es la mitad del peso?
¿Cuál es la mitad? ¿Cómo así?
No.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Again. I'm not good in that. Okay, there you go. Alright, this time. What is the vertex for this parabola? Samaya, vertex. Again. Negative, what? Negative 4. Vertex. I'm asking for the vertex. The x and the y value. What's the x and the y value? I know Carter knows the answer, but I want other, huh? Okay, you said 2. Negative? Okay, negative 4. Now, where I can find the axis of symmetry? Huh? What is the axis of symmetry? You said 2? Okay, because that's the line, right? That divides the parabola. Is that so? Do you remember? Axis of symmetry. Okay. Now, what letter represents the axis of symmetry? X. Okay, not Y. Erase that. It's an X. Okay? Now, so in the equation of the axis of symmetry, if I told you that the vertex is X, Y, and we are using H, K, which one among or between this letter represents the axis of symmetry? H. Bam. Okay, good job. H. Now, what can you say about the A? Is it positive or negative? It's positive. If it is positive, is it a maximum or a minimum? Huh? It says if A is less than 0, the maximum value of the function. Is A less than 0? You said it's positive, so our A is greater than 0, right? So, is it a maximum or minimum? Still maximum? It is, what is the value, the coefficient of A here? 1. What is 1? Is it 1 greater than 0 or less than 0? Greater than 0. So, is it a minimum or a maximum?
Minimum.
Minimum. Good job. Okay? So, what letter represents the high point of the vertex, the maximum and the minimum point? Is it the H or the K? Where you can find the high point or the low point? Okay, the K. There you go. Are we all getting this? I don't think so.
Okay, I can explain that in a second. They can take notes.
Copia, copia, copia.
Sí.
Alright, for your assignment later, listen ha. I want you to watch again the video later, once I post it.
Yo primero.
London.
Primero que
¿Español?
So if the,
Okay.
Banyo. London.
if the A value is greater than 0, which is a minimum,
It is greater than 0, it is a minimum. If it is less
less
than
than 0, then it's
London, you are right. Okay, Mira, listen. Eh, silencio. Alright. So, let's use this equation. Alright. The vertex of the parabola will be, if we're gonna use the pattern, H, comma, K. Which one is H, comma, K here? Okay, you can recognize that, but I'll put the form here on top. A x minus h squared plus k. Now, it is clear. Geraldine said it is 3 and 5, right? Now, here's the thing. If you are choosing the h value, you need to flip the sign. You need to flip the sign. So, instead of saying, you said negative 3 and positive 5, that should be what? I said flip the sign, change the sign.
Cambien el signo, por si es negativo.
Huh? Okay, it's 3, 5. Alright? Are we all getting this thumbs up? If you do, if you understand. Okay, what? That's a good question. I know you're gonna follow up that question. Is that your question as well, Geraldine?
I couldn't hear it.
He's asking why we need to flip the sign. Let me show you. Are you ready? So it says, look at here. Stop writing. Look at here. Okay, vertex is 3, 5, right? Again, this is my H. That's my K. Now, A equals X minus H squared plus K. If I'm gonna put positive 3, I'll use different power. Minus 3. And then plus K. K is 5. Okay, see that? I uses 3, not a negative 3. And the form didn't change. It's the same. Now, if I'm gonna follow what you said earlier at the beginning, which is negative 3, look what will happen. A x minus negative 3, this is what you said earlier. Carter, are you listening? Okay. And then plus 5. Look, what's negative times negative? Positive. So it should be x plus 3 squared, I forgot, plus 5. Does it make sense? These are different. So we need to flip the sign of the x. Are you satisfied with that explanation, Carter? Alright. Do you all understand? Preguntas?
Solo se va a cambiar el signo de adentro de los paréntesis.
That was my question as well. The question is, so do we only change the sign for
Of the
this?
x, yes. Of the
Yes.
h, I'm sorry. Yes.
¿Sabes por qué?
Sí.
Este no, porque este
No,
está por
que,
fuera
no.
del paréntesis. El único que está dentro del paréntesis es el que se cambia. Este no, porque este está fuera del paréntesis. Este negativo solamente afecta a h. ¿Ok? Listo.
Alright. Next question. The equation of the axis of symmetry. What's the axis of symmetry now? We have the H3, we have the K5. So what is the axis of symmetry? Follow this, follow this, follow this. You said 3. London, is that you? Okay, very good. 3. Now, is it a maximum or a minimum? You said minimum because A is greater than 0. Huh? So what is the value of the function? You said 5. Very good. Does it make sense to everyone? Okay, thumbs up if you understand. Unless Mr. Romero will explain it. Geraldine.
Lo de Mallorquín,
She has a conflict with the sign greater than, less than. Can you really quick go over the sign?
Okay. An alligator. This is left. This is right. I mean more than. Okay, what? Like negative 1 is less than 0. 1 is greater than 0.
Okay, let me help you with this. Do you have a piece of paper that I can borrow?
Yes.
Okay, so we're saying, estamos diciendo que este es less than, okay, less than. Entonces, mira. Es lo mismo que tenemos ahí, ¿verdad? Esto y esto es lo mismo, ¿verdad? Es lo que voy a hacer ahora. ¿Te sirvió?
Sí.
Entonces, menos 1 es menos que 0. Yo sé que menos es less. Entonces, miren, hacen el signo y ustedes se imaginan la palabra less, es menor que. ¿Listo? Ya tiene. Correcto. Entonces, arrancas este signo, hagan de cuenta que esto es una L. Esto no es ninguna letra en el alfabeto en español. ¿De acuerdo? Entonces, por L, ustedes dicen less. Ya de ahí lo sacan. ¿Tiene sentido?
Sí.
Ok, muy bien. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Romero, for enhancing that for these kids.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
Can they take a picture now?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sí.
Go.
Tomen una buena fotografía, ¿ok? Antes de que la tomen, para la palabra vertex, que algunos de pronto, sí, para la palabra vertex, quiero hacer algo aquí. Acuérdense de esto. Para la palabra vertex, ¿por qué está la X de color diferente? ¿Does make sense? ¿Por qué está la X de color diferente aquí? Porque el valor del vertex se lo da X. ¿Listos? Entonces, cuando ustedes tengan la palabra vertex, ya saben que está de color diferente, ahí está la respuesta, en el valor de X. ¿Listos?
Are we good? Okay, ready?
¿Preguntas?
Preguntas?
¿Hay
Question? No?
¿No hay
Okay.
preguntas? Ok.
Let's go and start working. Come on. Go here. Find this, find this. I don't know where you can find it in your paper. Fine.
Can I use this as one of my parking lots?
Go ahead, go ahead. Oh yeah, Mr. Romero. So they will remember, right?
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Okay, ready? Okay, everyone, listen, listen, listen. How many of you still remember how to do or how to use completing the square? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Only one. Remember we did completing the square, the yellow at the back. Look at the back. The yellow at the back, the steps. Do you remember that? No, not anymore. Okay. That's an excuse for me not to teach method 1 and skip it. I'll do here. Alright? Now, who can give me what's the formula all about? What is that formula?
Bold 1.4.
Huh?
Like I just added.
What is that formula? What that stands for?
Axis of symmetry.
Axis of symmetry, London. You are right. Again, this is axis of symmetry. In our previous lesson, I always represent that by negative b over 2a with an x, right? So what will I be replacing with x? What will I be replacing with x again? The letter h. So negative h. H equals, I know. H equals negative b over 2a. Alright. So let's start. Again. Will somebody remind me about vertex form? Vertex form is equal to what?
X and Y.
A.
Oh,
The form, read it.
X divided H is positive K.
Okay, plus K. We're good? Now, let's take it from here. What is the coefficient of A?
5.
2. What's the coefficient of B? You said negative 4. What's the coefficient of C? Very good. Now, let's use this or the formula for an axis of symmetry to find the value of H. Are you ready? Huh? Okay. We're saving A because we know already what's A. Make sense? Alright. Now, so H is equal to negative B over 2A. So what is B again? So negative for the formula, negative 4 for the equation, for the coefficient. Divided by 2, A is?
2.
Okay, 2. So therefore, what's negative times negative?
0.
That would be 4. That would be 4. And what is our H? 1. H is 1. Next. K. Or before, we call that as Y. So how am I going to get the value of Y now? How will I do?
Put 1 for x place.
For the x plus? What do you mean?
X place like a change.
For the equation.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kamal said we need to replace it. We need to replace the equation of, the variable x by 1. So we have 2x squared. Okay. If x is 1 or h, look at that, x is 1. So 2 times 1 minus 4 times 1 plus 5. Understand? Okay, 2. What's 1 times 1?
1.
What's negative 4 times 1? Minus 4 plus 5. What's 2 times?
2.
Okay, 2 minus 4 plus 5. So what is our K?
3.
You said 3?
3.
Are you sure? 2 plus 5?
7.
7 minus 4? Okay, 3. Now, I'm saving everything. Look. This is H, right? We have H, we have K, we have A, right? So I will be writing it in a vertex form. Again, vertex is equal to AX minus H squared plus K. What is A? What is your A? 2. Okay. What is your H?
1.
1. What is your K?
3.
You said 3. Now, that's your vertex. Do you understand that part? Because I let you do one more for your practice. Carter.
I actually didn't start this one.
Okay. Okay. So, which part, Carter, makes you confused?
I don't know.
You need to tell me so I can help you.
It's the first step, second step.
Is it this part right here or this part?
I think it's the second part.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, just that whole part.
Again, say it one more time.
Just that whole entire thing.
Oh, the K value here?
Yeah.
Okay. Carter, this equation coming from the original one.
Okay.
So, this x, you see it? The x equals 1, right?
Yeah.
Because we know that h is also equal to x, right? Alright. So, instead of writing x here, I replace it by 1. I copy 2, I replaced 1 squared. I copy negative, 4, and then 1. And then plus 5. And I do math, and I got 3. Or this is also known as your y value. Make sense?
I don't. I think it just might be the exponent part because I can't tell what order is supposed to go.
What do you mean?
Do you want to come over then?
What was that?
Do
You want to come
the
here
board?
and point us which part makes you...
It's just the one part with the exponent because I thought you were supposed to do what's in the parentheses first and then exponent. So I
Oh!
got
Okay.
so I had to do 2 and to the power 2 squared and then it made my final answer 5.
I got you. Alright. Oh, probably simplifying it. That's your main concern, right?
Yeah, it's just because normally you're supposed to do anything in parentheses before anything.
Right, that's what we did, Carter. That's what we did. We multiply 1 2 times. 1 times 1 is 1. And then 1 times 2 is 2. That's what we did.
That's the opposite of what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said you do what's in the parentheses first, not the exponent first.
You
So
do what's in
you
the
would-
parentheses if there's operations in there. There's nothing in the parentheses to do. So if that parentheses had said 1 plus 3, then you would do what's in the parentheses first. But there's nothing in there to do, it's just a 1.
Right, that's why we just multiply it by itself.
Okay.
Because that's an exponent.
I thought you were just supposed to distribute 2 in there before.
Oh, okay. Alright. Now, does this make sense to you? That we got the value of k or the y or h and x, and then we plug it all together in one form? Or let's have another example so you might,
Can we do the other one?
Yes. We are. Okay. Did you take photo? Photo. Bathroom? You need to write. Take photo.
¿Estás bien? ¿Tienes pregunta?
When you have a parentheses,
¿Tienes alguna pregunta o estás bien?
this is not
¿Estás bien?
parentheses
Ok.
anymore.
Ah, tomaste foto.
Because
Ok.
2 times 1 is the same thing as 2 times 1.
Igual, recuerden, todo esto queda en video y lo pueden ver ustedes en Canvas nuevamente, lo pueden repasar.
So you
Y
actually,
en cualquier momento pueden hacer preguntas.
Man, no teléfono.
then if there's an operation to do, it's
If you're done taking picture, no teléfono.
If it's just like this, that's just.
Thank you, Miss Jenna. Alright, one more. Okay, I want you to do number... Number 2. Dos. Numero 2. Go down.
Do you want me to raise?
At the back. At the back. Go at the back.
Al respaldo lo hacemos, por favor.
Which one?
Dos. Number 2. Come out to number 2. Who wants to do it on the board? Do you want?
That one actually asks for doing things in the square, which we haven't done.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carter. Okay, let's change that because it might probably... Mr. Romero, choose 4, 5, or 6.
Let's do 4.
Okay. So Mr. Romero wants you to do number 4. Everyone? Not this one, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do number 4. Come on.
Número 4, hacemos el 4.
What?
If you need, he needs to use the restroom, but no, si necesitan utilizar su fotografía de celular, pueden usarla, no hay problema, ¿ok?
Okay, do it in 2 minutes.
No texto.
¿Qué es texto?
Yeah, Mr. Patrick, that's supposed to be negative b over 2a. I think the question mark.
Ah! Oh, I didn't see that part. Negative b over 2a.
And just make sure they don't think that's a 4.3. Okay, Mr. Patrick, thank you.
Bye. I hope you enjoy staying here.
Clarificación. Aquí, menos b. Háganlo, por favor, escríbanlo en su papel. Menos b. Y aquí 2a. Si no lo hacemos, vamos a tener una confusión después. Bien, y aquí es 4 y hacemos el paréntesis, ¿ok? Quiere decir ejercicio número 4, no quiere decir 4 factor de, no es multiplicación, ¿ok? Entonces 4, tienes que reducir un círculo o alguna cosa para que quede separado del enunciado del problema.
Okay, first step, negative b over 2a. Huh. Okay, sure.
¿Estamos?
Entonces, caballo.
You're done? Okay. Mr. Romero will check.
Stop.
Marlon, you got the answer now? Cynthia, you need me? There's a line. Okay, what is your A value? A coefficient? B, C. What's your A coefficient? 3. What is your B coefficient? Negative 6. What is your C coefficient? 8. Okay, go. Go do it. See far, you got it? You need me? Or you got it? Yeah. So, but you understand the way it is being explained. Which one?
The 2 is A.
Okay, you did that. No. Look, that's negative, right? So the first negative is multiplication. The formula. That will be negative because it's negative. All right. Take a look. Okay, ready? All right. Negative. Okay. Negative and then negative 6. And then 2 times A would be 3. Is it? Do you understand this part? Hello? You got the same thing? Cynthia, you got the same thing?
Pues sí tenemos lo mismo.
2 por 3, 6.
Sí, 2 por 3. Lo que está en ¿este de aquí? ¿Este? ¿Cuál? Sí, ese. Sí, esta es multiplicación 2 por 3, 6.
Okay. What's negative times negative? Okay, 6 and then 6 will give you what? What's 6 divided by 6? Now, what is our 1? 1 will represent what? That would be your H. Okay, your H, huh? Now, let's work on K. K from the equation, 3x squared Minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. Never mind. Okay.
Espérate los dedos de taponamiento.
Marlon. Alright. So this would be 1. That would be 1. You do the same thing?
Pregunta.
Una pregunta.
No question, but he's raising his hand.
Sí, dime.
¿Por qué pone el 1 la maestra ahí?
¿Aquí? Sí, porque lo está reemplazando. Ya encontró el valor de h, entonces está reemplazándolo acá.
Ya.
¿Listos? Si miras la fotografía, tenemos exactamente lo mismo ahí en la fotografía anterior. Muy bien.
Okay, let's keep going.
Entonces lo reemplazamos aquí y se reemplaza aquí también. Listo.
Okay, what's 1 times 1? 1.
Pues aquí lo estamos haciendo. Necesitamos hacer así.
What's 11 minus 8? Huh?
2.
3.
Huh? We're saying minus 6. They're saying that it's minus 6.
Minus 11 minus 6. 5. Okay, so this is your K, right? So we're gonna write A minus H squared plus K. What is your A?
¿Cuánto vale?
What do you have? What is your A? 3. That's 3 here. And then x minus what's h? H is 1. And then plus what's k?
5.
So that's the yeah, picture. Come on.
Que lo que...
Preguntas.
Question.
¿Tomaron fotografía? ¿Tomaron fotografía?
Sí. Parte yo.
Ok, preguntas, tomaron fotografía, dime. Sí, señor.
Después voy yo.
Sí, señor.
No.
¿Listo?
Tamashi, Maria, David, Marisol,
¿Qué lo que?
Maya, Ivan, Kevin, London, Martin, Marlon, Oden, Sarah, Lehman, Carlos, all right. Are we all good? Parker, you have a question? Again, I cannot hear you. Hold on. Let me go nearby. Hold on. I can't hear.
¿Alguna pregunta? Listo. Ahora, ¿yo cómo estudiaría esto en la casa? Yo, si es posible, imprimo o si no envío esas fotografías a correo electrónico, las pego en un documento de Word de manera que yo vea una fotografía aquí de un ejercicio resuelto, otra aquí, para poder comparar y poder saber de dónde viene cada una de las partes del proceso. Dime.
Si No le han dicho nada.
No me han dicho nada. Que pasa es que al distrito le corresponde facilitarlo, pero se han pedido y no han llegado.
Sí, porque estoy muy retrasado con todas las tareas.
Sí, la tutoría, muy bien, muchas gracias. La tutoría después de la escuela con discapacidad es el día de hoy. ¿Okay? No puedes, no tienes quien te lleve a recoger. ¿Sabes tomar transporte público? No. Ok. Nosotros vamos a hacer un field trip, una salida de la escuela, enseñándole a los estudiantes cómo agarrar el transporte. Vamos a hacer eso más adelante. Ya fue aprobado. Preguntas. Mira a ver en dónde tienes preguntas. ¿Vale? Sigue el proceso y me dices en dónde tienes preguntas. ¿Okay?
Oye, me dice que te vas a la
Ahí está tan cerca. Este lo anda aquí el cargador nuevecito y los otros en la casa. Hoy estoy en la casa como que ya va a cargar la cosa. ¿Dónde vive vos? Vos, men, ¿dónde vive?
¿Qué hacer? Yo en la estatura.
¿Dónde vive vos? Yo de París.
Para la estatura.
Paso acá.
Déjame también que me quede cerca.
El
precio atrás.
Lo que voy a ir.
No sé si
Voy a ir porque vayamos a la célula a vender la patineta.
La patineta eléctrica.
¿La viste la que compré?
Ah, sí, pero esa patineta eléctrica.
No.
Toma, 5 horas.
Y una bici eléctrica. ¿Pero qué? ¿Cómo llegar a la patineta?
¿Y tú no te digo, Mónica? ¿Sabes tu dirección? Bueno, pon a ver qué tal te queda. Bueno, pon ahí, yo pongo la mía, a ver qué tal. Yo creo que dice que está bien. Ya te queda cerquita.
Me queda cerquita, loco, me queda.
Que esa tú le ves grandísima, o sea, yo vivo en una parte.
Mira, mira, mira. ¿Qué tú haces, Marisol? ¿Qué tú haces? ¿Qué tú haces?
¿Qué pasa? No, no voy play.
¿Ya dónde es?
Aquí me lo pongo.
Escribimos lo que te hace en la casa donde viví. En el apartamento, ¿no?
Pon play.
Donde viví, de tu país y todo.
Hay país, Ecuador.
Ya lo voy a poner también.
Ecuador.
La casa donde viví y todo.
Con Martínez al lado. Pero así no se llama, ese es de aquí. Bueno, pon el tío ahí. Pokémon.
Una palabra mala que ver.
¿Alguien quiere la puerta?
Ponte ahí, un vendedor. Ahí voy aquí. Aquí no vivo yo, ahí voy aquí.
¿Dónde vivo?
Yo voy a digo yo.
Claro, es que
¿Ya?
grave, puedo cerquita la casa donde vivo. Espérate, esto no es bueno aceptar más.
Aquí el día, mi amigo. Después de ahí, a ver. ¿Qué es lo que estoy?
I don't number there. Cualquiera grita.
¿Qué es lo que? No, no sabía. Exactamente, ahorita sí me mira más claro.
Con la iglesia, una iglesia.
¿Y tuyo cuál es? Yo le digo un mágico. ¿Dónde están los contactos?
En lo que
That's for my Everybody. Thank you.